are the brave of Austerlitz! Never surrender! For homeland and glory!
We're taking a deep dive into some of the world's most beloved leaders and historical figures, and how these people's reputations have evolved. Napoleon's last campaign was one of his most successful. Not the 100 days in 1815 that led to his final defeat at Waterloo, but his final years spent rebuilding his reputation while in exile at St. Helena. He turned his considerable talents toward crafting a legacy that would outlive him. In his own lifetime, he was considered a tyrant and warmonger by his many enemies, and subject to some misleading propaganda about his short stature. He was of average height for the time, but Napoleon's memoirs were published shortly after his passing and presented his career in a favorable light. The book's spectacular success, one of the 19th century's best-selling works, helped craft a sympathetic legend of the Frenchman. As well as being recognized as one of history's most accomplished generals, Napoleon's most enduring legacy was the comprehensive legal framework dubbed, unsurprisingly, the Napoleonic Code. The overhaul of the archaic French legal system spread far beyond France and was adopted by several other nations, and its influence is still apparent in the present. One of the most controversial aspects of his reign was the decision to re-establish slavery in the Caribbean in 1802, reversing the 1794 abolition law. The move sparked rebellions in Guadeloupe and Haiti. The latter succeeded, despite the massive expedition launched by the French to retake the colony. For many, he remained the quintessential villain to be used to discredit political rivals. The French perception of Napoleon is mixed. French political figures have typically been wary of invoking Napoleon's memory in public life. In 2005, former French President Nicolas Sarkozy chose not to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Napoleon's coronation as emperor. Conversely, current French President Emmanuel Macron laid a wreath at Napoleon's tomb on the 200th anniversary of his passing, saying, "He is part of us."